if anybody goes there, as far as their advertising, they might be number one or one of the top 4, 10 in U.S. news. They find out what's going on there and what their, what should I say, rating on every year or so many years, and then they get involved in that and up everything, like a heart transplants, for instance. If that's what's going on during that time that they're rating on, they'll get into that real heavy, and they'll say, well, Cleveland Clinic's number one. Well, they're not number one at transplants and stuff like that, and everything else is just by the wayside. It's like, screw that shit. We'll just get in there and get on number one and advertise it.
Yeah, kidney transplants are just old stuff there now. They're a statistic to them, a way to make some extra cash on the side. They just don't put their heart and soul into it anymore. Their kidney department, their staff is severely reduced. Their living donor person, nurse there that takes the calls from people that want to donate kidneys, she works 3 days a week. Nobody can even find her, get a hold of her. What kind of business is that? It's not important to them anymore.
It's part-time,
Yeah.
a part-time business. So if you want to go to a part-time place to have a part-time kidney, well, good luck. And I do seriously say God be with you, because that's the only way you're going to live through it. Even the nurses there, met one out on the street. We have cards and stuff, and she came up and was questioning, and she finally said, well, let me tell you, I work at the Cleveland Clinic in the transplant department, and she said, I'm trying to decide where else to go because I cannot stand it there anymore. Just about every time somebody leaves with a transplant, I know they're going to be back because they did not do the right job, and they come back with a failed kidney. Now they have their little, what is it, so many transplants in so many years and stuff, but how many of them failed? They don't tell you that. And I don't mean failed from just normal things. I mean failed because of their blunders. They're not caring about transplants anymore. I could go on and on about the filth there, the poor surgeries. I mean, this is going to come out in another media, and all the people's, the patients, ex-patients, and some patients now that are being treated horrible there that have gone to, we sent them to other hospitals. We didn't send them to any specific hospital. We just told them that there are good hospitals and named some. They're very happy with it, where they've gone to. And now they're starting to hear bad things. And everybody that we see just hates the Cleveland Clinic. You have a couple, one man told us, he said, well, of what was wrong with me, they fixed it, but afterwards, they almost killed me. So he said, I would never go back there again. I was fortunate to not have died through what they put me through afterwards. But those are the kind of stories you get, and you'll see them, and that's coming up later on here. Things just pop up. I mean, even if we don't have to look for any avenues, they just present themselves to us, because I don't know, it just comes about. The place is so hated by so many people, and you don't see that. They're not going to advertise that. They're only going to tell what they want you to hear. Well, this is the other end of the story, and we're telling everything they don't want to be told for people to hear. And that's our freedom. Thank God in this country we have that freedom.
And we really know they don't want bad things to be told. There were some interviews done with us before the surgery, and they have a media department there, and we were pretty much told.
No, we were told. She said, took us to the side before the interview and said, do you have anything negative to say about the Cleveland Clinic? I said, yeah, I most certainly do. And she said, well, just let me tell you this. If you say anything negative about this place, that surgery will not happen. So that's pretty much a threat to us, but we didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And then when everything was said and done, and we decided we were going to confront the hospital with this, they took us in there, and they had their top lawyer there. And
well, first of all, It took quite a while for them to try and look at these movies, and I know what, to see if they could hide something or disprove, which they couldn't. Not one thread could they disprove. We got there, they sent their top attorney, and her first question was, well, it went like this: "Hi, I'm so and so, and attorney, and who sent you this movie? I want to know who sent you this movie."
Yeah, we have to have a scapegoat.
That's all they cared about. Not how's your son, how's your sister. I'm very sorry, nothing. Of course, they didn't. They're not going to admit to anything. She was tight-lipped on that, and she didn't try to say that it never happened either. She just said, "From your report here, you people are very intelligent."
And very angry.
Oh yeah. She said maybe you should see one of our psychiatrists here because you have a lot of anger. Well, you think so? When somebody tries to kill your family, you think we have anger?
Yeah, and you think we'll actually go see someone at the Cleveland Clinic? I don't think so.
And we told her that, and she said she pretty much, not in what she said, but it was all what we said was true. And we told her, which we did have it verified by other kidney transplant specialists in another hospital, well, two hospitals, before we went and did this. And the only thing she could say was, well, let me tell you this isn't the first time things like this have happened, and it won't be the last. You just happen to be someone that found out about it.
Yeah, we have 34,000 employees here. Things happen.
So it was pretty much so sad, too bad. Now, she didn't want us going out and telling anybody about this, but we got up and we said, if that's all you have to say, you'll hear from us later. And we left, and I don't think she wanted us leaving, but she didn't do anything to get us back and talk about it. So we've done what we had to do, and we're going to keep doing it. We'll never stop. Never, ever, ever, ever stop, because people need to know this, and we are here to save lives.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're real adamant about this. We are not going to let those people kill people and maim them and ruin the rest of their lives if they're lucky enough to live. And you'll see the people, like I said, you'll see the stories, and you'll understand what really goes on in there, because we know what goes on in there. We've been privy to a lot of things. Old Toby Cosgrove can't hide everything there. There's too many people that know too much. When you let other people know things, and you get involved with people, let's say, so to speak, and one hand washes the other one. It's inevitable. Somebody's going to squeal. Somebody's going to squeak. So that's where we're at right now, and you're just going to see more and more.
Yep, that's pretty much it.